guys, it's Piper from Woodland Wanderings, here to do a quick share of a swap that I'm recently been involved in over at Two Shabby Sisters Ning. My partner for this swap is Christine. Hi Christine, and I have not mailed her box yet. This is a swap for an altered box like that you can get at Michael's, and I haven't mailed it yet, but it's going to be going out probably tomorrow or by the very latest Friday. So Christine, don't watch this until you get your package. Anyhow, I'm starting with the paper line that I used, and this is a new stack that I got. I don't know that it's new as in new out in the stores, but it's new to me, and it's a DCWV paper stack. I'm beginning to realize that I really do like DCWV papers. Number one, because they're easily found in Michael's, and they have a lot of good stuff. So this is the collage art stack, and it's got some really cute papers. I was going to do a flip through of the stack, but that's not really the point of the video. The video is to talk about my box swap, so I'll just give you a quick glimpse. It's got a lot of, obviously, collage papers, collage look papers, and I really like the painterly effects that a lot of them have, and there's a whole mix in here. Some stuff just kind of looks shabby chic, some looks very watercolor and artsy, and there's also even a page with just wood grain that I like a lot and I used for part of this project. So the purpose of the swap was that we were to take a wooden box like you can get at Michael's for $1 or $1.50 and just alter it. And the box that I had is actually a little bit bigger than I think the box that was intended for the swap, but I got this box a while back on clearance at such a good deal that I thought it applied because, you know, it was really inexpensive, and I did get it at Michael's. And the thing that I liked about this box, and I'd been wanting to alter it for a really long time, so this gave me the opportunity to do that, is it had like an inlay up here. So it was all wood, and then there was this inlay up here, which I thought would be really fun to alter. And another reason that I probably got the box a little bit more inexpensively than they would have been charging for it otherwise is that, and I will say honestly, Christine, there was a little crack in the box, and I ended up putting some hot glue down and fixing it up, and I put some paper over top of it inside, so you can't really tell, and I kind of think it adds to the charm of the box because I do like kind of distressed things, so to me it was just fine. So hopefully you'll think the same thing when you see it. So I guess for starters we'll just start with the outside. I really did keep it really simple. The only thing that kind of dresses it all up to me are these really cool metal feet, I guess you could call them, the Tim Holtz feet. I know that a lot of you guys have purchased these and used them on a lot of projects, but this was the first time that I ever used them, and I thought they would kind of dress the box up a little bit, and they really did. They are so cool. I don't know if you have an opportunity to get these marked down or something, go for it, because they are just great. They really dress it up, and there's some neat little scroll design on there, and I really liked the metal that, you know, the metal look that it gave everything. I wanted to use some metal embellishments, so it was a perfect opportunity to try that out with these. And the little charm here was an Artie Cakes charm. It says Gypsy Soul on it, and I've always liked that. I had that in my stash for a little while and I hadn't used it, so I clipped off the ring at the top because I just wanted to adhere it with E6000. I think in another one of my videos I called it E600, but nobody corrected me, but that's okay. It's E6000, and I will not use that stuff without putting a mask on and having all the windows in my house open because it really scares me, but it does the job adhering, so I'm keeping it. Unfortunately, I have to go to it now and again. So I used that to get this charm on there really good. And like I said, I clipped off the top ring, glued it down. Before that, there was a couple of embellishments on here, some little hanging pretty little beads, and I liked those. I left them on there, and I added a few of my own. Just some charms I had in my stash, and another little dangly crystal, and some chains, because I really wanted to introduce some metal in this project, and I thought that looked kind of cool with it. So these little chains, I forget where I got them. I think they might have been Tim Holtz also. So looks like the feet and this little charm are Tim Holtz, and then this I used an Artie Cakes, and then the rest of the beads just were something that I found in my stash. Hey guys, I did want to grab a little snippet of the paper that I used to cover the box. Um, this is from the paper line that I just told you about, the Collage Art DCWV paper. And I used it to cover my box, but then I did some distressing and some painting over top of it, so you can't really see it that well. But I just thought it was really pretty. It's kind of shabby chic, and it's got some watercolor effects that I like a lot, and lots of layers. And that's just without me doing anything to it. That's just how it comes right out of the paper stack. And so I thought that was really pretty. I wanted to show you a clip of that. And then this is the template that I used for just a little bit of the texturing that I did on the box. I purposefully left this out so that I could show you the template I used instead of just talking about it, but it was the Crafter's Workshop, and it's the little bricks. So I did use that on the box as well, as I will show you. It's really hard to see with this lighting, but there's the paper, and I distressed the edges and I applied everything down with just Mod Podge. And I did use that brick stencil on the corners in the front, and on part of the sides I used it too, like right here. So, and then I just used various paints over top of it. I kind of mixed up my own aqua colored paint because I wanted to pick up some of the aqua color that was in the box, and I just adhered that lightly over the bricks, but it's all very simple. I didn't do a whole lot of texturizing with it. I just used it in a couple of areas. And then the little splatters are from a homemade paint that I had made, and I had talked about in a prior video on a canvas that I had done. Looks like I'm running out of battery. Wonderful. I'm gonna recharge and come right back. Thanks. Okay guys, back now, and I've got a fully charged battery, so hopefully I can finish without any more mishaps here. I think I was talking about just the little bit of texturizing that I had done with the brick mask, and just some of the sprays that I ended up using. I ended up using a spray that I had made for a project previously, and all it is black acrylic paint and some Martha Stewart sterling silver acrylic paint and some water and some rubbing alcohol, and I just made my own spray, and that's pretty much the only spray that I used on the project here. So I got these little dots that kind of bothered me at first, but actually I don't mind them. They're kind of primitive looking, and I thought it looked sort of cool. So I just left them, and then we'll go ahead. I think I already talked about the little charm that I added here, the Artie Cakes, and the top of the box I went ahead and used some more. I was going to change out the latch, and I took it apart and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to use, so I ended up putting it back on and just painting it up a little bit with some of the sterling silver paint, and you know, it works pretty good. It just a little latch here, so that I wanted the box to be able to close, and I was having some problems with it closing completely without a latch that hooked like that, so I just went ahead and put it back. And then the top around here, I don't know if you can see, but I went ahead and I used an old necklace that I had just to add some more metal look to it, and I just went around the insert here with the metal necklace, and it's not sterling, it's just like, you know, silver looking, and I added that. And I used a Recollections flower, which I also sprayed with the black and silver spray, so there's some spots there where you can see it had been sprayed. It makes it look kind of older, vintage looking. And I did a couple of hand-rolled little rosebuds from an old book print here, and these are Recollections paper flowers in silver that I also sprayed, and a little fabric leaf. And the top of the box is pretty much just, I did some texturizing with the caulk, some more spraying, and that same paper, and of course the metal around the edge there. And I did use, after I painted, I used some Tim Holtz crackle. My ultimate favorite is the Distress crackle paints, and I usually use Picket Fence, and this is the first time that I used the Clear Rock Candy, and I don't know if it was just the way that I did it. It didn't give me quite the crackling that I was hoping for. It's kind of a little bit glossy in a way. You can see some crackle, but I really, really love the picket fence the best. And then this little scroll here is actually a metal piece. I found these at Michael's. They're just metal pieces. They came with different designs, and I got this one with the different scrolls. They're actually metal stickers, and some of them are texturized and some of them are smooth and shiny, and I used the texturized one in this project. These are really cool. I would definitely recommend these. Gonna go back and see what other designs that they had, but I really liked them. They're, what are they by? They're by Momenta, and they're just metal stickers. So I used one of those right here, and I did also do some painting over it, so it's a little bit darker. And the sides there, I think I already showed you that with the brick mask. And the back of the box is just plain. It's more of the same paper and just some more spraying. And inside I did the top here. It actually looks like it's wood, and it's part of the paper line. And then I gessoed a little bit to make it look a little bit more vintage, and it even kind of feels like wood. So that's pretty cool. I liked that paper. And I did have to cover the back of the box. I think part of the reason that I got it at such a discount, because remember this is a altered box swap using a $1 box from Michael's. I got this one. It's a little bit bigger than the usual $1 boxes, and I think that might have been because it had a little crack, which I've covered with paper. And then when I was sanding, that's why this is so distressed. I forgot to mention I did sand it too. And that does make it kind of feel more like wood. And it even like ended up, I sanded over the area that I had glued, and you can sort of see the crack coming through, but I thought that sort of added to the vintage look of it. And this is just a chipboard piece. And I did some, you know, some painting just to give it a more distressed look, and some more sanding, which brought the cardboard through, which I kind of thought looked like wood. So that's just a chipboard piece, plain and simple. And then I adhered another chain. I love doing this. I'm going to do this more. This was a lot of fun. I just used these little gizmos. I don't know what you call them. I got them at the dollar store, and they screw in, and they have, you know, just an opening here. And I used little jump ring on the ends of my chain so that it attaches, and so that the box can be left open like that, and it'll stay. I probably could have made the chain a little shorter so it could stay like that instead of like that, but I thought this was pretty cool anyhow. And then the inside I just left plain and simple. There's a little gesso here, but it's pretty much just wood, and I distressed the edges of the paper, cut a piece out and fit that in the bottom, and I didn't do any painting over the paper. I just left it as is, so that she could, you know, really just see the paper without anything added, and she can add what she wants. And I am going to add some goodies to this box, and it's going out in tomorrow's mail. So once I put my goodies in there and get it all packaged up, which will be as soon as I'm done with this video. So thanks so much everybody for watching. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Sorry I ran out of battery, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye!